Hey guys, hope you guys are having a great evening. I thought today we'd do a little Chuckanut drive safety ride, you know, with the weather getting nicer and everything, everyone getting their motorcycles out. I thought I'd show you the current weather conditions. It's March 7th and we're just going to go for a cruise. Today we're on the Kawasaki ZX6R 599cc Inline 4, and this one's doing about 128 horsepower and it weighs 376 pounds on the registration. So really good performance, and I thought on a windy day like this it'd be a good just safety bike. It's nice and stable. So thanks for joining me. Let's get started. Okay, here we go. And again, we're just gonna go for a little cruise here on Chuckanut Drive. I got the GoPro on my helmet and then the Action 4 on my handlebars. So here we go. Starting off, this is a little section here, 25 miles an hour. The road here is a little bit gravelly, and passing Fairhaven Park, we're coming up to 35. I'm gonna go ahead and zip my jacket up. All right, and here we go. This road in its entirety will be about 35 to 40 miles an hour, with some pretty tight turns up here. So I will show you those. Going to go and get the bike into 6th gear. Yeah, this bike we're at 45 miles an hour at 4,000 RPMs. There's a red line of 16,500. So this thing is just, it's barely off idle. Idle for this bike is like 2,000. But beautiful roads today, nice and clear. I'm glad to take you guys out on a little safety ride. It's getting a little dark, but that's okay. We're coming up to our first section. This is a really tight section. Go ahead and take it real easy on this corner, but you're rewarded with a beautiful view. And again, we're at this 40 mile an hour stretch. My bike's gearing has been changed, so if the screen shows like 50, it's really more like 42, and it just gets progressively off from there. But yeah, here we got this nice straightaway, and we got no one behind us, so we're just kind of cruising, just showing you the safety ride. that wind. Look at that water. A beautiful evening. Whoa, that wind. Holy smokes. Man, at 40 miles an hour, this Kawasaki is just, it feels like a freight train. So smooth, so stable. We got our GPR steering stabilizer here, steering dampener, and it's adjustable, so you can go from 0 to 20 in terms of basically ride stiffness. I think right now it's at like 4. Guys, this wind is crazy. If you hear a lot of wind noise, the wind noise is crazy. But this bike is just awesome. Alright, we got a series of turns coming up. We're basically at the fire station on our left. We're headed south on Chuckanut Drive. And we're going to be coming around the corners here. I'm going to go ahead and get it out of 6 so I have a little bit more traction, just in the lower gears. Go ahead and get back up to 6th. I love this. I call this Cathedral of the Trees. Just really beautiful through here. We're approaching Cove Road, so if you were to take a right here, this will take you to the boat section of Larrabee State Park. It's real pretty and kind of scenic. You can launch your kayak, you can launch your stand-up paddleboard, that sort of thing from there. Alright, yeah, coming up on our left is going to be Raptor Ridge Trail, and then our little nice hiking trail, and then our right is Larrabee State Park. I always like to keep a nice speed through here. We're going about 38 miles an hour. There's usually a park ranger right here to our left. He's not there today. He'll definitely pull you over if you're speeding. Be advised. They don't really speed at all. This is just a safety video, so I'm just telling you. And we just come around these flowy corners. This is a new trail down to the beach. It's really pretty. To our left is a mountain bike trail. And you can also take the motorcycles up there. It's really cool. Okay, now we're getting this little entrance here. This is basically the entrance to the more technical parts of Chuckanut Drive, where it says we're entering Skagit County. And through here it says speed limit 25. I'm going to go ahead and shift down to 4 so I have a little bit more traction. And we're just going to be taking these corners. Be advised, right here is a turnaround spot. So there's often people turning around I've had to get on the brakes before pretty quickly. There'll just be people turning around in the middle of the street. This is the straight section. The Chuckanut straights. And these roads are now very narrow. As you can see, this is a Honda Fit in front of us, and he's cutting the lane. So be advised, stick to the right. Here comes the SUV, so we're going to stick to the right. My camera is set to a pretty wide angle, so this what you're looking at may be a little deceiving. It's actually quite narrow. Look at that Honda. It's taking up like 1.5 lanes. And yeah, these are just some great roads here, just beautiful roads. I hope you enjoy these. If you're coming out here on a motorcycle, if it's your first time or anything, just, as always, be safe and take your time. Whoa, look at the winds. I'm like, holy shit. I hope that branch doesn't break. What are we in, 5th gear? Let's go ahead and get up to 6th. You do have to watch also for rocks. Rocks fall here, as you can see. And they'll just be right in the middle of the road. You are rewarded with some beautiful views here to the right. And here's another pull out. You can always stop, get a view, drink some water, that sort of thing. Stretch your legs. Now we're coming through some more corners here, some pull-outs. Wow, this wind is wild. Can you guys see the trees? I'm sure you can. So I'm riding through a little tornado. Here's some pretty tight sweepers. I'm in 6th gear, going 32. And then to our right, we have the oyster farms, little oyster beds. Looks like it's low tide. Coming up on some pretty cool little turns, some little sweepers. This one's fun on the way back. And now we'll be coming up on our 2nd pull out. Man, this bike is just so good. You can just chill all day on it. 6th gear. It's quiet, it's comfortable, it's fun. It's pretty economical. And quite honestly, I mean, I'm going an indicated 40. It's really slower than that. But I'm having just as much fun going this speed than I would be on the track. It's fun, just 40 miles an hour, 6th gear. This bike, besides it, you know, like, there's a lot of factors that make a motorcycle fun. And if you remove speed, I still have fun on any motorcycle. So, yeah, speed's not even a factor. And you might be saying, well, why are you even saying this? Well, this is a safety video, so I just want you guys to be safe and have fun. And luckily you can do both. Now here's a tight corner. We're going to shift down into 3rd. And this is a very tight corner. When it says 15, it means 15. I had a funny instance on this corner once. I could tell you about it. Now here's a long sweeper. going straight. And we're just approaching the little pub, little oyster bar here. Careful on this section, there's sometimes vehicles that are pulling out. Oh, that water looks so cool, look at that. Okay, and we are approaching the end of Chuckanut Drive. This little parking lot is the end. You'll see a lot of like car meets and motorcycles pulled over, and we're just going to go ahead and put our signal on to take a right. And we got no one behind us, so we're just coasting. Ah, well, look at this. The place to ourselves. I think while we're here, let's just do a quick photo up. Make sure our kickstand's down. How's that? Hey, that's a pretty good view if I've ever seen one. Thank you guys for joining me. We're just going to head back up the hill. This is just continuing the Chuckanut safety drive. So yeah, awesome view. Let's go ahead and head back up. Yeah, the tide is really far out. This is wild. Guess while we're here, we'll do a quick sound check. All right, well, let's go ahead and head back up while there's no traffic. And here we go. Starting off, we're just going to be taking the sweeper of a right. A little bit of a road tar in this section. Again, in this area, you're just going to be watching for traffic pulling out. And also coming off these mountains, there'll be hikers. So there's two things to be advised. We've just settled in about 40 miles an hour here. There's our little oyster place. Just little flowy corners here. You're pretty much good through here. When you hit this sink it yellow sign, you want to start slowing down. It's going to say 15 miles an hour, and they do mean it. And especially if you're just starting your journey right now and say you're coming up from Skagit, you're going north on Chuckanut Drive, don't go any faster than 15 on this road right here. We're going to go down to 4th, 3rd, slow down. We're going about 15. Besides it being a weird tight corner, the road is really broken up. So now we're going to just kind of deep into a right-hand sweeper. Going to just kind of settle in, find your line. There's a little bit of gravel in the center, so kind of go right. As you can see, I'm starting to go right. Now we're just going to accelerate out of it. Back up to the speed limit. Now here, this is where the roads get a little narrow. We're going to be taking a little left. As you can see, that truck was right in the line. We'll be banking right and then left again. Okay. Oh. Start to slow down for these corners. I really enjoy, this is one of my favorite sections, just very pretty. Good corners and good scenery. As you can see, there's some giant rocks. There's always water or gravel. Pick a side, I'd go left. As you can see, I went left. Here's the same thing. You're going to go left or right, not in the center. You can see the gravel in the center. And yeah, really, this applies to motorcyclists and bicyclists. So if you're on a bicycle, hey, we're sharing the same roads. Tight corners through here. This is a fun little stretch. I like how it has an incline. It's fun, just if you're going up a little hill here. Beautiful day. We really lucked out. It was supposed to be raining all day. Did you see me go left? There's a giant bump right there. I forgot to mention that. I got distracted. Right where I went left, there's a bump, so always go left. If you go straight, you'll hit that bump. Here's our real narrow sweepers. We're back to our very narrow road. This is the cool road. Be advised, there's always rocks and gravel here. You can see the gravel right there. I would recommend, if there's no oncoming traffic, stick to the left, kind of like right here, or even the middle. Here you're just going to have a, we'll say 20 miles an hour, and that's just going to be due to really how narrow this is. You can see the Subaru's kind of getting in here. But you're also going to have a bunch of like big kind of pits and like chunks missing from the gravel. So watch out for that too. Right here, I'm going to lean left because there's a big hole right there. Boom. And right here is just kind of your general corners. Always kind of stay right to the middle here. careful. Right after this Larrabee sign, sometimes people pull out from this little pull out. So that's always a section to watch out for as well. And then here, this is where the trucks can have the potential to be doing like turnarounds. So I always want to kind of be careful right here. I've had trucks be turning around right next center. It's kind of, yeah, as you can see, there's lots of burnouts and stuff. And here's kind of a tight right, and then it'll just kind of immediately transition to a tight left. As you can see, I'm just completely off the gas and the brakes. We're just kind of flowing through it. I'm not in any kind of hurry at all, so I just wanted to show you guys this safety video. Now we're back, entering Whatcom County. Exciting stuff. Go ahead and shift up to 6th. And here we go. From here, you know, most of the technical stuff is kind of over. But still pretty good. Good roads. Let's see if the all clear. Oh, that wind is really wild. Here's just some beautiful trees. We're back to the cathedral. We've got our little welcome back sign, Chuckanut Bay. Alright, we're back kind of off the mountain, back to kind of the main road here. All of a sudden the roads are a lot wider. What are we in? We're in 6th gear. And we'll just be cruising back in 6th. you can see, things are starting to bloom here. Look at that tree. That's gorgeous. Alright, well that was a nice stretch. Now we're coming back on really the last sharp turn of the trip. This is a road, this is that real tight corner with a nice scenic overlook. So we're just going to take it nice and slow for you guys. There have been some pretty bad accidents on this corner. And you can see they're still kind of written into the road. Right there's like a big oil spot. And that was a Rivian. A Rivian hit, just like a sports car hit a Rivian. I'm sorry. And I think the sports car caught on fire, which was crazy. So yeah, be careful there. Here, you just kind of have a nice gentle sweep, just a nice couple corners back home. Nothing too crazy. And this will be our last corner. This will be a little sweeper, and then we'll just go straight back up to town. And here we are. I hope you guys like this video. If you're watching this channel for the first time and you're thinking about going on Chuckanut Drive, maybe hit the subscribe, give me a follow. I'll show you a lot more routes around town. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. We're just basically back to town, so as always, ride safe, ride within your limits, and it's usually best to ride with a buddy. So you can always drop a comment, send me a message, and I'll always ride with you. So y'all have an awesome day, and I'm just going to finish out the ride here. Thanks for riding with me.